Journaling part two of journaling, writing, journal, part two. Well, what's up, and welcome to Beauty Under Construction. If you're new here, welcome. I hope that you stay around, you subscribe, like, and comment. And if you've been here before, what's up? What's up? How you been? I missed you. Do you miss me? Because I missed you. I missed you a lot. You also know you gotta like and comment. And if you've been here before and you didn't subscribe yet, what are you doing? Subscribe. Why are you being petty? Why are you being petty? Subscribe to the channel. Stop it. Anyway, oh, that's comparison. What am I? I'm cutting that after this because you saw how low that was. Anyways, so today is another part two. It's a part two of journaling. Part two, I should say with this hand. Part two of journaling. I don't know if y'all remember, but a couple months ago, it's almost been a year now. Oh my god, it's almost been a year now. Has it? 10 months. Okay, not a year yet. 10 months since this last journaling video. So in that time, I did this book called Choose Your Own Journal, which I still have that book. I still love that book. But now I got a whole different spin on journaling and how I do it. So more recently, me and my sister Ariane, love her, we've been been working on our chakras or whatever. And then I also got my best friend Chelsea and her brother Aaron, which is also, anyways, so we've been doing these the prompts. So it's only been 3 weeks actually, and the first week was we starting from root chakra up to crown chakra. So let me break all of them down just in the small little statements that it is, just so you get an idea of how it's going, what I'm talking about. Okay, so as I was saying, the 7 chakras. So each week we're taking on a new statement to do out of the chakras. So we did the root chakra, which is I am. So you do I am statements and you fill up the page. You fill it up with as much I ams as possible, and then from then you could just, write what you're feeling to fill up the rest of the page. If you can't fill up the page with I am statements, you do that for 7 days. The week after is I feel. I feel this one that we just finished, and right now we're working on I do. So we're starting from the root. So the root chakra is I am. Then we have the sacral chakra, which is I feel. The solar chakra, I do. The heart chakra, which is I love, obviously. Then you have the throat chakra right here. You have the throat chakra right here, which is I speak. You have the third eye. Where's the third eye? Right here. Third eye is right here, I think. Yeah, it's in the middle of your forehead. And that's I see. And your crown chakra, like your crown chakra is I understand, I know, things like that. So we're working on that's what we're working on for the next couple of weeks, and I love it. I didn't know I was gonna love it as much as I do, but you learn so much about yourself because reading, like, okay, have you ever been like, oh, it's easy for me to help somebody else with their problems, but it's hard for you to help yourself with your own problems? Well, when you're writing it all down and reading it back to yourself, then it's like you can look at yourself from a third person point of view, and you can get a better understanding of yourself. And it's been so eye-opening, and I really just feel like this is like amazing journaling. I feel like now I really do love to journal, and I don't need I love to journal, and I don't have I don't get stuck as often because I just know that whatever I'm about to write, or it doesn't matter if it's mumbo jumbo, it doesn't matter how I'm feeling at the moment. I know that afterwards, even if I can't read it that same day and understand, I know by the end of the week or whatever, when I go back and I read it, then I can have a better understanding and learn something more about myself. And I love that about journaling really, that's why I always loved it even before. That's why I used to talk about journaling or whatever, because it's so much needed. It's like it's like a lot of people are just like, yeah, whatever, journaling, whatever. But it's honestly like it's great. It's great for yourself and for your talk about being like self aware and things like that. You can really, because I've been out like that whole time like that. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And none of y'all told me. None of y'all told me. I just been out here looking crazy. And nobody was gonna tell me I was out here looking crazy. Just looking like a ragamuffin. It's cool though. It's cool. It's cool. I'll forgive you for that later. I'll forgive you for it. Anyways, so with the journaling, you get to really you can become more self-aware of like your shortcomings and the things that you're actually really good at, and you can like be your own encouragement, you can be your own support system, you can really do all for yourself like with journaling, because it's like you being there for you just through reading about yourself. It's like we all have a book that we're constantly writing every single day, and a lot of people don't take the time to read their own book. So journaling gives you that time taken to read your own book, you know what I'm saying? So right now I'm on I Do. The AC just came on. Yes, so as I was saying, right now we are on I Do, and I feel like I Do isn't as hard. The hardest one is definitely the first week. Whether you want to start from the crown chakra or the root chakra, I feel like they would both be hard just because it's something new. So, for example, like with the I ams, that was the first day was probably the hardest one for me, and there was a lot of negative that I have done that I wrote in my I ams and things like that. And reading back at it, I seen that it was harsh. So what I was being harsh on myself. So what I started to do was, okay, all these things, the negative things, although, okay, this is what I'm thinking about myself, I like crossed it out like with another, like either a pen or another utensil or whatever. I crossed it out just one line. So subconsciously, like I could stop doing that. If I have a problem with it, then stop doing it. You know what I mean? Or like find the positive in it. Or how do I plan on making the change? So, um, by my last day, like the seventh day of doing my I am or whatever, I realized there was nothing to cross out anymore. Like I was definitely more, how do I say it? I was definitely more appreciative of me as a person. I was more confident in me. I just I knew that I'm great for I'm a great person. I got this. So all of that negativity that I had before, it was like I said, I crossed it out subconsciously. I want to find ways to negate it out of my life if it's really negative, or see the positive in some of the things, or see what I'm doing to work towards it. Like you can't just be a person to just complain and never make a change. One thing about being self-aware is that now that you are aware of the things that you're doing, you have to change it. You know what I'm saying? So, the end of my week of I ams, it was, let me read it to you. Maybe you get an idea. I said, I also put the times that I wrote it because I wanted to see if the time of day affected whether it would be negative or positive. So this was August 6th. This was August 6th, right? Yeah. August 6th at 7:33 a.m. I said, I am thankful to be a mother. I am loving the energy of my close friends and family. I am excited to literally be seeing the transformation of myself as well as my best friend and sister. I am thankful that I choose the right people to be close with. I am confident that I will achieve every goal I put my mind to. I am happy in knowing that all I am learning will be passed down and bettered by my child. I am my own peace. I am grounded in every sense. I am brave and will continue to push myself to do things that once put fear in my heart. I am positive. I am happy with the life that I'm living. I am secure in knowing my worth and abilities. I am excited to spread my path of growth to anyone who will listen. I am a huge part in the world because I'm putting in the work now for my future self to achieve greatness. I am that bee. I am unapologetically me, and I am not sorry. So at the end of that, also, I wrote, because at the end of every week, I wrote like, well, I'm writing because I'm still doing it. I'm writing things that I've learned in the I ams, that I have progressed immensely, and I am everything that I wanted to be. I learned how much growth and progress can come from 1 week of effort. I've learned how much I am choosing to be better every day. So that's what I got from the I ams that week. And let's see, I have some for the I feels. I feel it kind of started off a little bit negative, I want to say, because I see a couple lines crossed. I said, because I feels is really hard for me. It's hard for me to be in tune with my negative feelings more than, like I can be positive and I can just be like, yeah, everything's fine, let's just move on, everything's great, da, da, da. I can do that, but like I never really allow myself to stay upset or feel sad or anything like that, just because I don't like those feelings. So I did say I felt nervous about this week's lesson because I feel like it's gonna open me up to that, the negative side of things and things like that. Um, I said I feel that my feelings are hard to accept. I don't know if we're gonna put in my I feels. My I feels are deep. I mean, I don't know. I guess we're opening up together, but still, my I feels are deep. That's how it started, and that was August 7th, 8:20 a.m. So by the end of the week, let's see how I ended it. And then, okay, so by the end of the week, I said, my I feels, is this the end of it? 7, 8, 9. Nope, I switched books. Hold on. Sorry, I had to get my other book. I forgot I switched books in the middle of this. But the end of the week, how did my I feels end? Okay, so now this one was at 8:12 a.m. So I said I feel excited about Eli's birthday. I feel sad that this is the last days of I feels. I said, okay, so yeah, I said I feel sad that this is my last days of I feels, which was ironic because I was so nervous to start the I feels. I feel that I have learned and grown a lot this week. I feel that I've pinpointed my problem with men and I am ready to change. So that is one thing that I definitely learned for that week was I have I have trouble when it comes to like men, in the sense of like I don't I don't want to explain myself. I don't want to have any emotions in front of them. I don't want to do any of that because of things that I went through, and I've was learning that it's wrong to have these feelings around all men when I only have a limited experience with the men that have been in and out of my life. There's a world full of different men, or like different types of people, and I shouldn't equate them all to like being shut off to all of them the same way. Not even in relationships, like romantically, but like friendships as well and things like that. So I definitely learned that. So in my I feels, I I kind of learned why it's so easy for me to shut out negative feelings, because a lot of times, people will be like, oh, females are so emotional and all this, that, and other stuff. And I just always wanted to be like, well, not me. I don't care. So it was easier for me to shut off my negative emotions just so that I don't be perceived a certain type of way, like the angry, bitter female, I guess. So, yeah, I grew, and every week you learn more about yourself because what you feel like you are, like I am, is different from how I feel. So you have to there's 7 chakras for a reason. You have to get them all in line. So yeah, right now we're on I do. And I'm not gonna lie, I went on the little mini vacation and I missed a couple days because I started this one. The I do is on the 18th and we had to take a pause, unfortunately. So now we're gonna continue with it and we're just gonna do 6 days or whatever, and then we should be back on track. Boom, boom, boom. What else I have been doing though was doing yoga, the yoga to go with the chakra that I'm working on, and meditation at night to work on the same chakra, so that in all I should be progressing. But the meditation is a video, is a whole separate video that we'll talk about on how that makes me feel. But a side thing that I've been doing, because this is all about journaling, and I've done a couple of different things pertaining to my journaling wise. So I was talking to someone and he said something that stuck in my head. He said, you got to know your why in life. You got to know your whys. So, like, you can't just say, oh, you want to be this and you want to be that. You got to know why. Why do you want to be this? So, say you want to be rich and famous. Why do you want to be rich and famous? Say you want to be successful. Why do you want to be successful? Say you want to be a parent. Why do you want to be a parent? You know, things like that. Like, anything like you want to be. I want to be a forensic psychologist. I also want to make a prison reform system. I want to be a motivational speaker. I think that's it. Yeah, I want to do a prison. Yeah, motivational speaker. Yeah, look at me sitting here tripping. Yeah, I want to do those things in the world. And when he said like, you gotta know your whys in life, I'm like, do I know my whys in life? I know I want to be a forensic psychologist because it would lead me to making my program for prison reform. I want to know from the prisoners' mindset how it's going in there. I also want to know from my outside perspective so that I can make a great prison reform. I want to be a motivational speaker because I feel like people have the potential to be great, and a lot of times they don't realize that. And I would love to motivate people to be their best possible selves because I just feel like that's what I'm meant to do in life. Like when I go on these videos and I like to watch the motivational speeches and things like that, and it does something for me. It puts a light in me and it makes me so happy, and I want to do that for other people. I feel like that's my life's purpose. So that's why I would love to do that. And so anyways, I wrote a list of whys. Could be good things, bad things, whatever. Whys that I'm gonna write little paragraphs to anytime I have some extra time. I'm gonna write maybe a page or two or whatever to answer all of these questions. Like, why do I see the good in people? Why do I believe myself to be a good person? Why am I understanding, or why do I think I'm understanding at least? Why am I afraid of love? Why am I constantly battling anxiety? Why do I want to be the greatest version of me? Why am I afraid of failure? Why do I care but can't be considerate? Why can't I be perfect? Why am I horrible to the people that I treat badly? Why am I always apologizing? Why do I have to believe in a higher power to do moral acts? Why am I constantly positive? Why does my attitude go left so quick? And why am I worthy of living a great life? So, um, it's not even sarcastic questions. It's just questions that came up in my head while I was thinking about my whys. And I want to answer all of those questions, because then maybe I'm going to learn more about myself. The more that you write, the more that you can really learn about you. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here ripping the bottom of the page because look at it's uneven and it just makes me mad. So, whatever. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, so that's what I've really been doing, like when it comes to journaling. And I just wanted to keep y'all updated that like I'm sticking to it. I've been doing it. I also have another journaling book. Y'all know about my choosing your own journal book. Um, but on top of that, I have two more books. I have one. Like I feel like I journal actually a lot, but I have one book called Zen as F. I love that book. It's really nice actually. It's not all the time. It's like different things that she has you doing or whatever. It's not all just writing every day in that book. So I do love that. But I try to write down as often as possible so I can get a better understanding of me, because a lot of us don't understand us like as the person. Like sometimes we could always see just the good in ourselves or just the bad in ourselves and ignore the other parts. But when you have the time to read your writing that you wrote about yourself and things like that, you can really learn a lot about yourself. So I definitely encourage more journaling as much as possible. And when you journal, make your pages pretty too. Whatever you're journaling about, make it pretty. Draw some stuff. Um, make your book come to life. Be your own illustrator. Because don't forget, like I said, we are all writing our own book constantly. Sometimes we just don't take the time to read it. So read your book. Read your own life book. Okay. Anyways, that's all for today. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Right there, right there. You see that red button right there? Yeah, click it. Click it. Click it. Subscribe. Anyways, peace.